Hi students, let's look at this question here which was taken from the year 2019 RI paper 1 question 5. This question is on transformation of graph and also a bit on, actually more on the differentiation, application of differentiation. Let's look at how do we do this question here. So you're told that this diagram shows a graph of volume of Descartes Cartesian equation x cubed plus y cubed equals to 3axy, where a is a positive constant. So usually I would just ask students to highlight this up. The curve passes through the origin and an oblique asymptote with the equation of y equals to minus x minus a. Okay, it passes through origin, you have a point which is x equals to 0, y equals to 0. Unfortunately, this can't solve the constant a because like everything would just be 0. So it doesn't really help. Usually just check, okay. So a passing statement. Then, given that this is a stationary point, means when dy dx equals to 0, x equals to 0, okay. X equals to 0 now. Is x equals to 0 implies that dy dx is 0, okay. Okay, so I'll be anal about it. So given in terms of A, the coordinates of other stationary point. Okay, cool. So let me see whether I have got enough space for this. So I'm just gonna copy down the equation now, which is x cubed what plus y cubed equals to 3axy. So we're just gonna do implicit differentiation lah. So differentiate with respect to x. Okay, so this will be 3x squared plus 3y squared dy dx. Then 3a is a constant, so I'm just going to leave it out, and dy dx plus y times 1. That's about it. Okay, then hope for the best. Because you're told that dy dx, the coordinate of other stationary point. So what we're going to do is basically just going to substitute now. So just going to let, when x equals to 0, maybe it helps, x equals to 0, y equals to 0, x equals to 0, oh, it doesn't do anything, man. So I'm just going to find my dy dx first. So 3y squared minus 3ax dy dx is equals to 3ay minus 3x squared. So dy dx would just be 3a y 3x squared over, this is the fun part. Okay, so you just look at this. So x0, okay, great. So when so we look at how do we solve this part here. Dy dx equals to 0, 3, interesting. Okay, so because you're asked to find the other coordinates of a stationary point, so I'm not going to use this because it doesn't help me in terms of like solving A. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to let dy dx equals to 0. Yeah, tada. So let to find the other stationary point. Okay, so this is the important part here. So we get 0 equals to 3ay minus 3x squared. What you need to know is the top one has to be equal to 0. So when you get the top one equals 0, you realize that what you get is actually ay equals to x squared and y is equal to x squared over a. This is not an issue. Now, let me give you an example. This is where a lot of students don't understand what they're solving already. In order for, so give it, if basically what I'm saying is, this equation here, if you draw it right, it will definitely pass through dy. This is when dy equals 0. You will pass by this equation. This is actually a smiley face. So say if I were to draw a smiley face like that, definitely will pass by this maximum point, minimum point. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. So if you don't believe me, you could actually use Desmos and sketch. You then get it. But what I'm saying is, apart from satisfying this equation, you need to satisfy back this equation. Try and solve it. Just submit it. So I'm just going to plot on Desmos to give you a good idea what is going on. from this Desmos curve here, what I'm going to do is x squared, x cubed, sorry. Oh my goodness. X cubed plus y cubed. Okay. We solved that when when sorry, it's just very bad at multitasking. When dy dx equals 0, you get the expression where y equals to x squared over a. Will pass by. There you see that? That's so cool, right? That's how you make sense of the things that you solve, right? So you will have this curve here, which is actually the quadratic curve. It will pass by the maximum point and also the minimum point. This equation will pass by. It tells you that this equation satisfies both the max and both stationary point. And basically, if you want to solve where it cuts the original curve, right? You just whatever you solve here, just sub back into the equation. So that's about it. That's how you solve this properly. Okay. So if you have any question at all, just ask. I will just proceed to sub 1 into 2, the original equation, sub back into the original equation. Is it a C? Or okay, just sub 1 into 2. Okay, so try and understand that. So from here, not enough space. My goodness, so much space, not enough space. X cubed, what is it? X cubed plus y. So this is just sub. This is x squared over a cube equals to x cubed over a. Okay, so this is how you do it. What I'm gonna do is basically just gonna sub in and just try and solve it. So we try and solve this properly. This will be x cubed plus x. Wow, so many x's. Okay, x6 over a cubed equals to 3a. Cancel 3x cubed. Okay, so it's not an you can just cancel it, but I won't recommend. But anyway, you can see that there's multiple x cubed because x equals to 0 is actually a root. What you do if you don't want to do this, you could just 2x cubed. Okay, I'll just skip a bit of step because I just assume that most of us are okay. I may make some mistakes here and there. Let's see. This is correct. Then so hence x equals to 0 is a root, and x cubed over a is equals to 2. So x is equals to cubic root of 2 times a. Okay, that's it. Ta-da! Yeah. Oh, they do something wrong again. Square 2a square y. Oh crap. A. Let me check. Should have just skip step. So I look at the wrong one. So y would be what's y? Sub into y lor. Sub into this one. This is the easier one. So this will be x square over square everything. So this is 1/3 a square the whole thing over a. So this would be 2/3 a. So what is it called? You hence. So I just make this one 1/3 a lah. It's easier. So this is 1/3 a. Y equals to 2/3 a. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Is that it? That's about it, right? Yeah. Then let's look at part 2. Part 2. How part 2? Part 2 is sketch a graph of this one, including the equation of asymptotes, coordinate of point crosses the x-axis and so on. I think should be okay lah. So we have the stationary points and all. Right? We already have the stationary point. This would just means you replace x with modulus x. So modulus x curve just means you reflect over this side. You just throw this side, just reflect over, right? So that's what you do lah. for part 2, if you want to sketch a graph, please label every single thing out, because you are right. What I'm saying is you are replacing x with mod x from here to here. If you're not sure, this x you replace it. So it means you undergo the modulus x function. So from here, if you want to sketch it properly, what you need to do is actually just omit this side. This is what? This one is. So be careful of all the, this one will be minus a lah. Okay, that's what you need. This is 0, 0. Then this point here initially was 2 1/3 a. And what is it? 2 2/3 a. Okay, let me check. Okay, great. So this is what you get. This is the maximum point. This is 0. Okay, great. So this is what you do is you just, I'm going to copy this side here. I'll just reflect and hope that so hard to draw. So hard to draw without the, what do you call it? Maybe I should just draw the, I think it will be even worse. I just probably just got myself into another trouble. Okay, I'll just try this part here. Okay, like that. So this part here is okay. This is then I'll do the same thing. I'll just reflect, yellow ribbon project. Okay, just like that. This is hard. This is hard, man. I think it's harder for me because I do not have friction on my Surface Pro. Now take note, a few notes. So this is 0, 0. This will be your asymptote. Like that. Excuse me. So this part here will be minus a. So usually they say coordinates of asymptote, just draw 0, negative what a is better. Everything is just coordinates, okay? Just don't give them chance to use the maximum point. Penalize you. I think likely they're right. Coordinates. They want the coordinates. Okay. So this is 0. That's about it. I think this is okay. So this is negative 2 1/3 a, comma 2 2/3 a, 0. 0. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, please check any other things I did not draw 0 origin. I think that's about it. Any question or comments? Please let me know. I think this question is quite okay. The first part, just take a bit of note lah. That's about it. See you. Keep practicing.